FBI officers were worried to see that even if a prisoner was released from the prison, he still could not escape. How did 3 prisoners escape from under Alcatraz's nose? The most unfortunate thing was this. For the next 10 hours, Alcatraz had no idea of their escape. Not only FBI but also U.S. top agency was trying to solve this case. We are talking about a prison which has not only been confusing for 60 years, but has also become a mystery to the world. What a liar, Highland is looking at you. The world's most dangerous criminals are kept here. Highland, named after Alcatraz, is built on a huge rock in the sea. For this reason it is also called the Rock. For one thing, this Highland has fallen far from ocean. Second, a 15 feet high fence has been erected around it for extra protection. Considering all these conditions, it was declared a federal prison in 1934, where more security was provided. If someone came here once, it was not possible to get out of this prison in any case. This prison had the status of incapable. But on July 12, 1962, the whole illusion of Alcatraz was broken when 3 prisoners escaped from here with great skill. And the security did not hear about it. Main characters of this story are 4 people, including Clarence Anglin and John Anglin. They were brothers. He was kept here in a bank robbery case. Then there is Frank Morris, who has been in jail since the age of 13. He was also booked in the bank robbery case. Finally, there is Alan West, who has tried to escape from other prisons many times before. For this reason, he was kept in Alcatraz prison for maximum security. Alan has been in the West for a long time. That is why he knows more about the prison compound than anyone else. The escape from Alcatraz was advised by Alan West to his colleagues in 1960. Alan West found the loophole in Block B of the prison, from where it was possible for them to escape to some extent. The issue is that these 4 used to meet in food and drink. But their cells were not in Block B. These 4 kept trying that they should be shifted in Block B. Fortunately, the jailer gave them a shift. They were also equal to each other. Their first target had been fulfilled. The 3 prisoners were shifted to Block B. What did they think inside their cells for the next 2 years? No one knew about it. As per the daily routine at 7 a.m., the jail stop used to leave to pick up all the prisoners. Counting was done in the assembly, so 3 prisoners were less among them, when the stop has checked all the cells twice. So in Block B saw Anglin and his brother and partner Frank Morris sleeping on his bed. But they didn't feel normal at all, and they tried to get up inside the cells. Meanwhile, what do they see? That only dummy head was lying on the beat of the 3 cells. All 3 of them ran away, and they had placed these dummy heads made of concrete mixture. And one of them fell to the ground due to being hit and broke. Seeing this scene, the entire jail stop was stunned. They understood that prisoners could not leave Highland. A search was started for all of Highland, but no trace of his name could be found anywhere. Everyone was being told one thing. How did not 1 but 3 run away in such high security? Remember, Alan West was not among these 3, which was actually the whole plan. The investigation team has spoken, and the FBI was also reported. It was seen that the 3 prisoners broke the small event on the wall of their cells and came out. The surprise happened when the events took place in not 3 but 4 cells on the front side of the wall. This 4th event was the cells of Alien West, which for some reason failed to come out. Alan West was very well read, that there is no chance for me to escape. Therefore, in this regard, he must tell the whole plan to the investigator. So Alan West admitted that the whole plan was mine. They had to make these heads. For 6 months, the 4 prisoners used to find opportunities and make holes around these events. They used to do this with the help of stolen kitchen spoons. At the end, he built a trail mansion from the motor of a prison vacuum cleaner. They used to keep their belongings in front of it to keep this digging a secret. All this work was done especially during the musical honor, when there was a lot of noise in the jail block. Want used to come out in an open door, where there was no security. From here, a train pipe goes directly to the roof of the block, where he often worked for maintaining. In Alcatraz, prisoners used to do maintenance work. These 4 prisoners also used to go to the roof for maintenance. And on this pretext, they used to review the plans and small things to escape. They got down using an hour pipe on the roof and ran away by crossing Highland's 15 feet big fence. He had completed all the preparations. An influent raft was also made in advance by connecting it to rubber raincourts. It was provided by the Raincourt Jail Administration, which they were going to collect on the pretext. Apart from this, he also made a life jacket for himself from the raincourt, which would save them from drowning if the raft failed. But the real question for the FBI was still where the escaped prisoners were called. His 4th mate, Alan West, said that the plan was to first land in Man's Land via Angel Island from Alcatraz, where security was non-existent, where they had to steal some clothes and a car. A search was made around Alcatraz, but no reports of theft or robbery were found anywhere. It is impossible that the prisoners who were eaten by fooling the security got out, or the story of Alan West was also made to fool the FBI. No name or sign of these 3 could be found anywhere. There were footprints on the roof of Malik B, where all these things were made. That is the secret workshop, and the pipe on which they hung and descended. This was verified by seeing the footprints. That Alan West's story is not small. Now Dust Guard with the FBI and the U.S. Marshal Service added to this case that he started looking for those imprisoned in the sea, but they found no prisoners and no sign. Now it was becoming a mystery case beyond any police. Over the next 4 days, Gus Guard found a fiddle made of flying wood which is believed to be flying. That is part of this graft. After that, 2 backs made of raincourt were also found in which the prisoners had personal belongings. There were family photos and letters. He guessed it, that the 3 prisoners did not reach Man Land alive because these things are like that it leaves no prisoners easily. After the next 2 days, a death body was floating on the water. But for the next several months, the investigation team did not find any body. No body part was placed on the Anglin brothers' family by the FBI in 1962. A nephew of the Anglin brothers told the FBI that Anglin and Clarence's older brother, at the time of his death, said that both my brothers, he is in good health, and are in touch with him. Several family members also said that 2 women have been seen strangely in Mac on the big day, who were probably Anglin brothers. But the 2 women were never seen after that. But 15 years later, the cousin of the Anglin brothers saw the 2 brothers in a club in Brazil, and a picture was taken of them. The family also said that yes, they are Anglin brothers, but investigation is mandatory, that the person who is seen in this picture, his age is not matching with other brother. This was the last time he was known to be alive. But after that no one came. Alcatraz was closed the year after this escape. In 1979, the FBI withdrew from the case. You are the only U.S. Marshal Service where this case is open till date, and it will remain open until then. That either these 3 prisoners should be caught and their bodies would not be found, or their age would be 99. Alcatraz Highland has been turned into a national park today, where people go for tourists and can see Block B tips there. Where 3 prisoners escaped 60 years ago, this is the story of these prisoners.